What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video on Dragon Ball Central. Thank you guys so much for coming out. So today we're going to be talking about basically what you guys need to be preparing for the very near future. Now, as you're watching this, the latest maintenance actually has gone through, and most likely we're going to have some very significant things come through with it. I'm hoping we get the level cap increase. I think that that's the most likely thing that we get from this update, other than, you know, a new banner, which I'd assume that we're probably going to be getting that as well. But yeah, we're basically going to be getting a level cap increase at some point soon. So I wanted to discuss just really quickly what you guys should be going for, what you should be farming right now in anticipation of making sure that you're ready for the level cap increase. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, the most important thing is that you go to your soul inventory, you check out what you're missing most of, and you go and farm them, okay? So as you can see, going through most of my Super Souls and Rising Souls, I've got a really solid stockpile of them. You know, the Super Soul ones, I've got tons of all of them, except for the green and purples, and even then, you know, 20 plus of them is probably going to be enough to do what we need to do to get the level cap increase, to get that next class up. And really the only thing you're not going to be able to do right now is get those Super Soul 3s, because I'd imagine those are going to drop with whatever the level cap increase update brings. So we'll have to see when we're able to actually do that, but for the time being, you can get those Super Soul 2s if you don't have them from events and everything like that. You used a lot of them up. You know, having a stockpile of 10 of them is not a bad idea, or more. Definitely not a bad idea either. Also, Rising Souls, you know, I'd imagine we're going to be needing a lot of Rising Soul 3s for each of these class ups that we're going to need to get. I'd imagine you're probably going to need around 20 of those panels unlocked on the Adept panel. So I would say just to be safe, probably have a few hundred of each of these Rising Soul 3s, especially if you don't have all of your characters that you use on your main PvP team to 298% at this point, because, you know, I do think that this is probably going to be relevant. You know, just like on the third panel, you do use the support Rising Soul as Rising Soul 2, then, you know, going to the fourth panel, you're probably going to be using the third Rising Soul in combination, I guess, with the fourth one, if that's how they're going to be doing it. You know, we've got some precedent in the second one, fighter class, and an adept class, so it sort of makes sense that they would do that. And in that case, I would definitely recommend getting those Rising Soul 3s. In the case that doesn't happen, it can't hurt. It can't hurt to have a crap ton of Rising Soul 3s. It just can't. So the second thing I would recommend is making sure you have a lot of Zenny. Right now, I have about over 7 million Zenny, a little bit, I guess a little bit closer to 7.1 million Zenny at this point. So I'm definitely in gear right now to spend a lot of Zenny on future upgrades, on future class ups, whatever they may be. I would imagine that because it's so expensive to actually get your third panel, your Adept panel, totally maxed out and 298%, that it's probably going to be very expensive going into the fourth panel. So, you know, farming right now for, you know, gold equipment, and then going ahead and just getting as much as you can out of them, just by selling them and everything like that, getting as much as any is physically possible. If you have all your Rising Souls, you have all your Super Souls all figured out, then getting Zenny is probably going to be the next thing you need to go for. Now, in a little bit of a lower status, a little bit lower on the list of priorities here, we're going to be talking about a couple other things. So obviously, Chrono Crystals moving on forward, you know, power creep's always going to be a thing in this game and in games like this. So you definitely want to have as many Chrono Crystals as possible. And always, I will be recommending that you guys do not spend any Chrono Crystals until we get a bonus for consecutive summons. Just do your daily Chrono Crystal, you know, reduced cost summons for 20 apiece, and hopefully you get some really fantastic sparking characters out of that. But if you don't, you know, just use what you have, okay? Because the bonuses that come with consecutive summons are going to be ridiculous once they eventually come. We're going to actually get, you know, a flashback summon or something like that that gives us access to a whole bunch of early units in the game, so, you know, your Brolys and things like that. And I would imagine that that's going to be coming probably within the next month or so. So keep an eye out for that. But we'll have to see how it goes. Either way, that is probably going to be top above, you know, like the other things I'm going to discuss in this video, but maybe even below the Rising and Super Souls that we just discussed. Now, we've got medals. Get those rare medals, my dude. Get those rare medals. Get a decent PvP rank for the end of the season. Obviously, you know, the season just ended. you know, as of the time that you're watching this video, it's going to have just ended. So basically, you're not going to be able to go ahead and maximize your profits necessarily at this point, because obviously it's ended already. But, you know, for the next season, get as high ranked as you possibly can. If you can't get top 1,000, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Just get as high ranked as you possibly can, because the rewards, if we go over to PvP right now, I will show you guys for ranking rewards. So obviously ranking rewards not going to be something that you're really worrying about, but if you actually look at the season rewards, that's the important thing. You're going to be getting a lot of Zenny. You're also going to be getting a lot of PvP medals, which eventually will have more value than they do right now. But at the moment, you know, it's a really nice way to actually round out your inventory of Rising Souls and things like that. You know, Super Soul 1s, there are some Super Soul 2s if you're new to the game, you know, you haven't gone through all the events and everything like that at this point to get that really nice stockpile of 10 plus of the Super Soul 2s. There is the opportunity to grab your first one of each, so that's not a bad option if you want to get your first class ups and things like that. But that said, you know, Super Soul 1's always available, Rising Soul 2s and Rising Soul 1's also always available. So if you really want to not bother farming some out, you have a lot of extra rare metals, go ahead and spend them. But I would recommend saving them for the time being, because I'd imagine in the near future we're probably going to see Rising Soul 3s and Super Soul 3s maybe even added to this exchange shop. And also, you know, falling even below rare metals on the list of priorities here for things that you should be farming, go over to metals, you know, max out whatever the character is for the PvP reward for Z power. You know, in this case, we maxed out Krillin, and then get as many Z medals as you can before the end of the season. I have about 1,600 right now. We don't know what they're going to eventually buy, but they will buy something down the line, and I would imagine at some point they're going to reduce the amount of these that you can farm out from PvP rewards. So, you know, definitely just have these. There's no reason not to just farm out this currency right now. It's really, really easy. It's really, really quick. It is tedious and boring, but you can, you know, watch Netflix or watch movies or whatever else, play other games or something like that while you're farming these out. You just lose matches over and over and over and over again. It's very, very easy. So, you know, there's no reason to not farm those if you have nothing else to do on the game, and just be ready for whatever future content it's required in, really. But yeah, guys, that's about it as far as explaining what you should be farming right now to prepare for the class ups, to prepare for the level increases, and all of that that's coming hopefully very, very soon. Now, as always, guys, we are going to be doing our daily YOLO summons, which I'm super, super excited about. And I just want to talk to you guys about something really awesome that I picked up the other day, but is not actually in yet. I can't show it to you guys yet, but we will make a video on it very, very soon. And I'm probably going to start making videos on this series very, very soon as well. But I picked up the Crimson Saiyan deck in the Dragon Ball Super CCG, so I'm pretty excited about that, guys. Not gonna lie, we're gonna die there. Frieza's gonna absolutely murder us. We're gonna grab a Hero Krillin. That's underwhelming. But yeah, I grabbed that deck. I've also obviously got the unboxing up on my main channel of the Namekian deck and the 5 booster packs that Bandai Namco was so awesome enough to send to us for free to go ahead and unbox. So, you know, mad shout out to them. But yeah, we're gonna go and do some actual, you know, legit gameplay of the Dragon Ball Super trading card game, and I'm very excited to say that I've got a legit setup that I can actually use to play the game and record it with my little brother. So I'm very hyped to be able to actually give you guys some real gameplay, you know, some really high quality stuff out of it. And then also, I picked up Metallic Whis from Funimation. I have not got the shipping notification yet, so it's not totally locked in, you know, but I did get the number for the, oh god, we're getting beat up again. I got the number as far as the purchase number and like the receipt and everything for it, so it should go through. I should be getting the tracking very, very soon, and I will make a video on it when I get it, because I have a story to tell you, my friends. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that is fine, but oh my goodness, that was an ordeal. But we actually got it. I was one of the lucky ones that, you know, I guess not lucky, just persistent and lucky, really. I was really persistent about it, and we just stuck around. I was F5ing that page for hours, man, but we finally got it, and got it in the cart, and got to check out, and checked out, got the email and everything, confirmed the order, good stuff. So all around, pretty excited about that one. I will be, you know, starting at least a series on getting Dragon Ball Funko Pops. I'm excited about that. I really am. I hope you guys are as well. I think it's going to be a fun way to just add some variation to the channel, you know, and it'd be a fun way for me to add to my collection that I really wanted anyways. So yeah, all around pretty fun stuff, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Dragon Ball Central. If you have any ideas for future videos, drop them down in the comment section below. And until the next one, guys, peace.